Hello, everyone, and welcome back to ExQueerience Points Starfinder, your favorite queer Starfinder podcast/vodcast. We're excited to have you with us and hope you enjoy our game. If you love our show, we hope you will rate and review us on iTunes or wherever you consume your podcasts. Every review brightens our day and helps new listeners to find us. We don't pay to advertise any of our podcasts on ExQueerience Points, so we hope you'll recommend us to your friends and just about anyone. Keep up to date with all of our shenanigans, streams, and giveaways by following us on Twitter at EQPoints. If you want notifications for when we're streaming our episodes before they're released on the podcast feed, be sure to follow us on twitch.tv/ExQueeriencePoints. Say hi. We love chatting with you. Please stay tuned after the episode for more exciting announcements.
Be gay.
Roll dice.
An LGBTQIA actual play podcast network.
And we have volume. Hello, everybody, and welcome to ExQueerience Points. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Kenny, and this is our wonderful, fabulous cast. Hello, Steph.
Hello, I'm Steph. I'll be playing Navu Paleglade. My pronouns are Navu Paleglade, who is our Goran Solarian scholar. My pronouns are she, her. Navu's are she, they.
Thanks, Steph. And today we have a guest. Hello, Vivian.
My name is Vivian. I'm going to be playing Ophelia, the envoy uplifted bear icon, and my pronouns are she, her.
Perfect. Thank you. Hi, Kelrick.
Hello, I'm Kelrick. My pronouns are he, him. I'm playing Thrani Ecos, who is a Witch Warper Patra ace pilot. His pronouns are he, him, and his animal companion Squawk's friend is Shimsy, and her pronouns are she, her.
Awesome. Thanks, Kelrick. And last but certainly not least, Mackenzie.
Hello, I'm Mackenzie. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Dr. Josephine, aka Joe Pepper, the envoy icon, fake doctor. Her pronouns are also she, her.
Fantastic. And off mic, you all should be very jealous because we were just discussing a fantastic backstory for Dr. Joe Pepper.
Should have been recording it. So
I
good.
know.
I'm gonna write it and send it to you. I'm very excited.
And then we'll discuss a way to release it to every
It'll be performed as a one-woman play.
I know.
I gotta do. It's what I gotta do. Do a random backstory, and we can all play sisters of Joe.
Okay, so I know what we're going to do on our next off episode.
A big backstory of everyone playing all of the siblings.
This sounds
There's
amazing.
something about Joe.
Oh Jesus! I'll write it. I'll send it by the end of the day. It's done.
I love it.
Okay. All right. And again, I'm Kenny. My pronouns are he, him. And today we are playing some Starfinder. We are playing in our Dawn of Flame adventure path, the second book called Soldiers of Brass. And who wants to discuss where we last left off?
Trash dinosaurs.
Trash dinosaurs.
Ta-da.
It's the Velociraptor from hell.
That has not seen us.
This beautiful
No, it
little
has
thing
not.
right here. I'm going to share the sheet again, but this one with the sideways jaw.
Yeah, it makes me feel
So
sad
nasty.
for
The
it
saliva
because like
is the
it
It's
has
like an axe beak.
if
The
it
green
worse.
saliva.
Do you know what? I think this dinosaur species has to be the most polite because if it chews with its mouth open, all the food falls out.
Maybe it just chews from
No,
the
Abe, it doesn't want hugs. It wants to hug your face.
But it's probably one of those rip and tear, yeah?
If I remember correctly, I feel like Kenny did you only see one. So I feel like
yes.
there's more than just the one we see.
I mean, who's to say?
I think that means you throw
Who's to
grenades
say?
at it.
I think I could walk over and see what happens.
But let's rewind just a little bit. And Vivian. Ophelia has joined this adventure via arriving at the Burning Archipelago. Why was Vivian called in? Or why was Ophelia called in?
There was an issue that had arisen that I was originally called into. The team had fixed the issue before I had gotten there, but one of their contacts who had reached out to me still felt like they could use a little bit of extra help after the fact, and so I offered to go and help them with that.
Yeah, I imagine when Ophelia made it to Asana Town, like they come from like the line crawler station, which is basically this, sealed tube from thermal bubble to thermal bubble, and it has this little like almost subway like car train thing, tram. That is the word I was looking for. Tram. That goes between the different governing bubbles. And so as you're arriving on this tram into the line crawler, into Asana Town, Ophelia sees like smoke rising from one of the major governing buildings, and there is debris everywhere, signs of just all sorts of makeshift watch posts and road stops and checkpoints. That's the other word I was looking for. And so it's very chaotic as Ophelia makes it through there. How does Ophelia take that in?
Well, the open destruction's a little, as I knew that tensions were heated, but I didn't realize that they were so bad that it was going to end in destruction. So it's not like she's seen destruction before, but it's like, this is sad and probably could have been avoidable if time had been taken. But maybe there just wasn't time. She's not completely certain of what could have been, just what is now. And she's more interested in finding out how she can help now.
Yeah. So you notice that there are different people in Asana Town as you're making your way towards the center of the bubble. Ophelia sees that people are tearing down banners that look like a Lashunta on a sunrise background, and you heard of like the Sunrise Collective. Which was the insurgency body that was taking over Asana Town. And as you get there, you see Lashuntan Dayama there, who is like just kind of pointing out people and like, okay, you go over there and make sure you let everyone know that they're liberated. They need to know that they are free.
I understand that freedom comes with a price, but why so much destruction?
And they wheel around and look at you and like,
that was telepathic, by the way.
Yep. They look at you and you receive a message back, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't realize you were called in. Hello, Magister Ophelia. Who called you in?
Ophelia is fine.
I'm sorry?
Ophelia is fine.
Okay.
A friend of mine, Nib, had come in and called me in. I just wanted to make sure that everything was fine before I went and visited her, but apparently that is not the case.
And Nib was so he responds back, okay, Nib is no longer here. The governing body took over after the Deep Cultures Institute withdrew. why don't you check in with her? I'm sure she can point you in the right direction for what's going on.
And where could I go to do that?
You need to go to Corona.
Understood.
And so this was about a day ago. You make it to the Corona bubble, and that is where the Brass Bazaar is, and where currently, as you are arriving there, I imagine like you took a rest somewhere, you stocked up on what you needed, and when you make it there, you have heard of drag racing through the Brass Bazaar marketplace, grenades going off, and someone thieving from one of the vendors.
It's crazy.
This is sad. Well, I'm glad I got called in at least. Was I given an address to find Nib at?
You have comms with her, so you could reach out to her via that method. I
didn't know how good bubble to bubble comm was.
So on every planet there is this thing called the infosphere, and it's basically like that world's internet. And so you're definitely able to link into that to send communications.
No, I connect to that and send Nib a message to meet me or to give me a location where I can meet them.
As you're kind of walking through the Brass Bazaar and kind of surveying some of the chaotic wreckage that has gone on, people are starting to get a little bit back to their usual. But you receive a message back, and Nib wrote that she doesn't have direct knowledge of where the group is, the team is, but she has heard that there were some explosions at a facility called Cryogenerics. She's almost certain that the crew had something to do with it.
I respond back telling them that I'll meet the crew if that's where I'm needed most. So I start to head in that direction.
Okay. And we will pick back up with the crew now. So you have just broken into the Meltdown junkyard facility, and have kind of worked through the shop area when you noticed the beautiful dinosaur-looking creature who is scrapping through some of the salvage.
And they're not wearing clothes.
No.
Okay, just checking. I mean, if you're going to talk to someone, maybe they're uninhibited. Maybe it's like the undead nude beach we were on. I don't know.
We're gonna talk to this thing?
Well, I didn't say that. I'm just asking questions.
Does someone want to roll a life sciences?
Yes. I don't even think I have that skill. I don't have that skill at all.
I'd love to roll it, but I can't.
Okay.
12.
I can roll a
Culture?
diplomacy. Culture.
Sometimes I wish it were physical science. The downside of
Me too.
being the space.
So you know that this is an Acatonian Kato Gushmaw?
I'm sorry, what?
Gesundheit?
An Acatonian Gushmaw. a Gushmaw from Akaton.
Okay, you did say gush maw.
Gashmaw.
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 That makes
Okay.
it worse.
Yeah. We can call it a Dinomaw if that makes you more comfortable.
It does actually.
I'm not just gonna call you Dino.
Right? It's the Velociraptor from hell.
Yeah, it sure does. Lane, she goes, that thing's mouth is not the right way. That's what she rolls on her life science that she doesn't have.
But it's Joe. She tries anyway.
Wow.
Hello.
I love you.
Yeah, Nabu would give that information to the party.
Do you know if they're dangerous?
With
Do I know that?
with a 12, you don't know much about it. You can just identify it.
Can I do a
'Cause it
culture
looks
check
horrifying.
to just
I've
know
seen
if
pictures of it before.
they're...
Yes.
Would I know if this is traditionally something people have kept as a pet,
Well,
or even
so
untraditionally,
I think
in the way people keep alligators?
yeah. So
PSA: alligators are not pets. Anyway,
I think that this would be a good. So, Kelrick, you were saying roll a culture check. So go ahead and do that.
I mean, because if it's as smart as Shimsy, then maybe... Oh, that's a 14. I'm sure I was companion shopping before I settled on Shimsy.
So you can tell that this Dinomaw seems to be not in its correct locale. Therefore, it's not like a squirrel where it just kind of shows up. So in nature, this is not Akaton. So you can put a couple of clues together, and maybe this is some sort of exotic pet.
I think we would have noticed if we were on Starfinder Tatooine.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it makes perfect sense that someone would want one of those as a pet.
It makes the cutest noises when you rub its belly.
No, that's not
all
true.
the same. I say we go that way and avoid it.
Ooh, so
We did promise that we wouldn't hurt Mama, and if this is her pet, that may make not hurting her a little difficult.
we're gonna do some
That's
sneaky
true.
sneaky.
I'm gonna try with
pretty
my non-existent stealth.
Oh, this will be the first time that you all have done something quietly. So let's try this.
I resent that remark. It is not. Oh God, I don't think I can roll stealth. I don't have a modifier.
I'm pretty sneaky.
Oh.
Pretty sneaky is still low intent.
Wow, I rolled on that.
Oh my God.
We were stealthy
we're doing
last
great.
week. I think we've run out.
So we're
doofa.
singing Krunk's theme song.
Yeah.
Oofa doofa.
And we're at that point where we're at the pause and it's
So
Sneaking song.
where are you intending to go?
My intention was to go this away.
down the center.
Okay, Joe, where were you intending to go?
Honestly, probably just following Nabu.
All right.
Literally using my bulk to hide behind, I'm sure.
And Thrani, where are you
I'm
intending
always
to
behind
go?
you, honey. Yeah, just fall and just break everything.
I was, of course, following everyone because I don't believe in splitting the party.
Outside.
Because it's easier for manipulating the map to just assume Shimsy's with me unless I'm deliberately moving them elsewhere, and then I just move the one icon.
Okay.
All right.
Shimsy's in their pack on my back.
And this is the point where even though we could see down the aisle, there was magically another one there that Kenny decided to not give us the opportunity to see.
No,
They might be flanking on either side.
no.
Clever girl.
I'm not bitter.
There is not another one there, but you made it there. Dr. Joe, how did you fail this stealth check so fantastically? Like, to explain to me with your word pictures what this looks like.
my word pictures. Yeah, I didn't know where I was gonna go, so I was like I said, I saw Navu and I was like, I'm right behind you, honey. And I just started like confidently walking, but trying to be really light, not realizing my shoes were untied. And I just fully like trip and I try to grab onto Navu to catch myself, and my hand misses her by like an inch, and I just go tumbling into this pile of metal and trash and scrap.
Yeah.
It just goes like, it's like from what the Maw sees is probably just like metal flying up in the air, comically stupid looking.
I think you see like a scrap-a-lanche come down the top.
Yes.
Have you been saving that?
No,
'Cause
I just
that's
it's
awesome.
off the top of the top of the skull right there. Yep. So that happens, and you, after the last piece of scrap hits the ground and the little metal tink 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 stops, it is dead quiet, like silent in this space, except for like you hear a furnace running, but that's about it.
You would not be able to hear a pin drop, but you definitely don't hear Critter.
Yes.
Joe looks up at Navu and goes, I don't know how to move without making it fall more, so I guess I live here now. I always liked you guys. I'll see you on the other side. I'll just never move ever again. I love you. Goodbye. And I just like lay in the trash.
Luckily, this Dinomaw is not very stealthy either.
Okay, roll. It's better than anything we did.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, it had a plus 13, so again, with the Velociraptor from hell.
I can't believe you rolled a 2.
I know.
Real quick, in
Yep.
comms, I'm going to just say, that's the first time you said you loved us.
Oh God, you sound like one of my girlfriends. Back into comms.
I'm just so touched.
You
Before
should
we
be.
die,
I like you all a lot.
enough to kill us. Cool.
I mean, honestly, I've stuck around longer than I have with most people, so it's kind of a feat.
All right, sorry.
You're fine. Okay. So let's roll some proper initiative.
Oh, that's a thing. Hey, 17. I'll take it.
All right. Big bucks, no whammies, please. Okay, whammy.
I also got a 14. What the heck?
That's awesome.
It makes sense that I'm low. I'm laying in a pile of trash, you know?
And you've given up.
Yeah, I'm just like, goodbye, cruel world. I will sink into the metal.
Okay. So, let's see here. So you hear it rounding the mound. It is now Thrani's turn.
Okay. So it's on the north side of this middle pile of junk, and we are polar opposite side. So I'm going to move to the right so that I'm hidden behind a table of junk and hold my attack for if it or another one pops up, I'm going to hazard spell them. But I would like to do a perception check to see if I see anything behind me or around me that is dangerous.
Okay.
Yes, a 6.
You
Sure.
don't see anything dangerous around you.
Oh, good. I feel confident.
Yeah, I think you...
Specifically since Joe is pinned.
Yep. I think you look around and you just notice the scrap and the things that are on the desk, and none of it stands out to you as dangerous.
But one of them is shiny. I'm like, oh, that's pretty.
It's distracting. All right, Navu.
Okay. I'm doing something against the player's better judgment because the player would not do this, but I have to. Navu's going to inch closer because, and we've never discussed this before, but how would you treat a readied action, Kenny?
So set a condition. If that condition's met, then you can execute that action.
If it looks like it's going to come and attack me, I'm throwing a sticky bomb.
Okay. It does have to happen in this round, and it acts before you.
So basically what you're saying is it's impossible because the round is going to end before its turn again, in which case the ready to action is going to be obsolete.
Yes.
Well put.
Sometimes I miss D&D. Well,
how about this? I can actually accommodate this. So, yes. If you wanted to set that as the trigger, that is fine.
okay.
You
Just
were a
'cause, like-
generous narrator.
You are. I give you crap, but you are.
No, it's fine. Nope, I think that works. So
Yeah.
that'll be fine.
Because
Yeah.
Steph, who is the player who does not go into things like a fucking murder hobo, is confended at the fact that that is our party's legacy.
We didn't kill anyone in the entire last encounter.
We have only
One
killed, like,
encounter
a handful
ago.
of people in this entire AP.
No, so like, I may have accidentally let you all kill some people. So there was that.
The Nazis needed to be killed. I have no compunctions about that one.
Yeah, I don't think anybody has compunctions about us killing space Nazis.
But now we're just like, oh,
A little bit more circumspect
Here we are.
about life.
it's fine.
All right. So Navu, you are readying an action to throw a grenade if it looks like it is going to attack you.
Yes.
Okay. What is
And I
Shimsy
will
doing?
be aiming for directly in front of it, not at it.
Fair. Is Shimsy going to be doing anything?
Oh no.
No.
No, I've seen that thing's mouth. Shimsy is secure.
Okay. Dr. Joe.
Yes. I assume if I see like Navu going away, I will try to get out of. Am I like stuck, or did I just do that to myself? Can I get out of it easily?
You can get out of it easily. So it'll take, you can do half your movement.
Okay, yeah, if we're not as concerned about being quiet, I'll like pull
No.
myself out of this stuff, and I'll just start going towards Nabu.
Okay.
Honestly, that's all I can do right now until I see it.
All right. Okay. And is the top of the order again. Let's see here. You see this Dinomaw come around the corner, and it does look like it is going to attack, so if you want to throw your grenade, you may do so now.
Do I also get to do the hazard spell?
How far away can you cast that?
25
you.
35 feet total, and so I believe it is within range.
Kenny, that's a 22.
Oh,
22. That will...
My modifier's +7. Fantasy Grounds is being stupid.
That's fine. That definitely hits.
So yes, there is now. Let me pull up the thing. Come here, little golem thing. I believe it is a 10-foot radius of entanglement on it for 3 rounds.
Okay. And I believe that'll be the end of its turn. Thrawny.
Okay, so that gets me right behind Dr. Joe Pepper, which means I should be able to hazard this thing now. Is that correct?
Let's see here. Yes.
Cool. So let's hazard. It failed its save, so it takes the 7 points of damage.
Cool. It will take so. It will do so.
7 points is actually pretty darn good.
Oh, what
Way
kind
to
of
go.
damage?
In this case, I'm going to go straight up. I'm going to go ice. Ice damage.
Okay. Cool. So it does hit, and it does hurt, but not as much as you'd think.
Okay, and that's Thorani's turn. Navu, please be careful.
Oh, I'm going the rest of the way to the office. Screw this thing.
Oh, okay.
It's stuck. So we
Doctor-
should be able to get around it. Just don't get too close.
Okay. Dr. Joe, let's go back around the other way. Get to the door.
Okay.
A quick note on Entangled. It can move half speed. It can't run or charge, and has a -2 penalty to AC, reflex saving throws, initiative checks, and dexterity-based skill checks.
Cool.
Okay, so Navu.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and hug the trash pile
Okay.
to get over here.
It prefers salvage.
Okay, around the salvage to get over to the building.
Okay.
Can I see inside from here, or is it just kind of solid wall with doors?
It is solid wall with doors.
Okay. I was just trying to make sure that this wasn't like an enclosed alcove and those were actually stairs.
No, I don't believe so. I think that's more like a platform.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was. And unfortunately, that is, I believe, as far as my movement will take me. Is to
Okay.
the door. Yeah, because I'm trying to just get inside. I don't want problems. I don't want problems, Dinomaw. Like, we're cool, bro. You stay there. I don't want to hurt you.
Shimsy is staying squarely put. Dr. Joe.
So you want to go down and back around the other side?
Well, do you want to walk next to it? I don't want to walk next to it. Yeah, I want to go down and around.
Oh, I accidentally grabbed you. I'm so sorry. Then I go, yeah, yes. I grab onto you, and then I will, yeah, I'll use my move. Oh. As far as I can get.
You can
Let's
double
start.
move.
Yeah, I'll double move then. And start making my way downtown. Walking fast, faces fast, and I'm homebound to this office.
This is the second TTRPG game I've been in a week that has happened, and now I have it stuck in my head again.
Question.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Just for the other players' benefits. There's a stain spot on either side of this salvage.
Mhm.
Does it look like you could sneak under it, like slide under it or something? Because it looks like it's a overmast, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Like-
right about there, yeah.
There. No, it's just a trick of the illustration.
Okay.
It's a pretty solid mass.
Just trying to help my fellow players out.
Yeah.
What about there? Can I squeeze through there?
If
You know,
yes,
it's like-
if you turn sideways. I'm going to add Ophelia to this order. So go ahead and roll initiative for Ophelia, please.
Understood.
Yes! Welcome to the game!
It has started. So I'm going to pass by your turn on this round.
The nat 1 will do it.
And you will
That's
act.
completely fine. I'm trying to run along.
Yep.
Honestly, you've got those high wall. The high walls are kicked up. I don't hear the sticky explosion, so I'm not in any kind of I'm not in any kind of speed.
So I'm going to add Ophelia to the map. You have arrived at the Meltdown, which is a scrapyard. Your intel has given you that this is a popular, or not popular. This is a headquarters hangout for the gang called Bloodshots, and they are ruled by a their leader is named Mama Throsh. And this is where she can be found. And you are coming from Cryogenerics, where you met a lovely Vesk lady named Big Tola. And she told you she does not want any trouble. Too much going on today. And she points you in the direction of the Meltdown.
I am hurt. I mean, information was exchanged. We should be friends. I mean,
There were definitely pleasantries, but you did start out by lying to her, so. All right. So, we'll go here, and Navu, to your east, the door opens, and you hear, "Has my baby knocked over another trash pile?" And she sees you and she's like, "Wait, are you here to hurt my baby?"
No, ma'am. I
And,
kept them from hurting us.
so that happened.
God.
Upon hearing her mama's voice, Kato tries to come towards Mama, but only gets about 15 feet because of the webs and sticky stuff that is covering her right now. And is now Thrani.
well, I have regrets. Thrani is... do I hear all this through comms? Or...
You don't have to use your comms. You hear this.
Oh. I'll be right there. And I'll come through the gap in the trash.
Well, this is so you'll have to climb over that little gap section.
Oh, okay. Do I have to roll for that?
No, that's fine. It's just
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so then I'll double move to be inside here.
Okay.
And just say, "Oh, hello. We have so been looking forward to meeting you." And stare suspiciously at the door. I'm a little nervous about that.
Okay. Before
No
Navu goes, Mama says, "What happened to my baby? Why is she covered in webs?"
As I said, I was trying to keep her from hurting us and herself. It will wear off. It's already wearing off. You can see it falling away. Are you Mama? Oh wait, I would know what she looks like. What am I saying?
Roll diplomacy.
Okay.
Considering that she also that the Dinomaw also probably has some like slick black frostburn.
Which was not me. 14.
No, it is not you.
I try.
Yeah.
I play the scientist who somehow is more diplomatic than these fools.
I deliberately chose something that they were resistant to so they didn't take as much damage.
Uh-huh. Likely story. How does my 14 do, Kenny? Without charming veneer to help me?
Well, let's see here.
Fine, I'll cast it next time.
I'm so used to you doing it reflexively anytime that there is a social situation.
I just got here, and it was a double move.
She does not look convinced, and she pulls out a pistol. It is your turn, Navu? No, I'm just saying what her reaction was. So
Yeah.
it was still Navu's turn.
I haven't done anything on my turn.
Yeah. There was just some speaking going on.
Yeah.
Some flavor.
Please, we don't want to fight. We want to talk. Big Thrashi said you were here. We promised her no one would get hurt. We just want to know about the information from the Deep Cultures Institute.
She
We
bristles
be
a little.
reasonable.
What do you know about my business?
I know that several of your people broke into the Deep Cultures Institute early this morning. We were forced to fend them off, and we found you here. We could do a lot of damage, but we don't want to do that. We know you're a part of this community, so we want to work together, and we want to all we want is the information back for the DCI.
Roll diplomacy with an additional +2.
Take it, thank you. Considering my diplomacy is only a +2.
Ooh, nice.
19.
So you mean to say you broke into 2 of my facilities today, and you're wanting me to stand down?
To be fair, your people broke into one of ours this morning.
You have a point. We're going to move on to Dr. Joe.
All right, I'll make my way in.
Dr. Joe, you're my only hope.
I just like, you know that gif of Woody walking in where he like looks really cocky and weird? That's me right now. I'm gonna walk in. I forget, we established I maybe knew her, right?
Yes.
Yes.
If I walk in, does she react? Because I don't think Joe super remembers where she knows her from.
We have
Penny's
some
gonna
conflicting
drop when Joe
stories.
walks in.
Yep.
She's just gonna shoot me without waiting. Yeah, I walk in. How's everybody doing in here?
So I'm going to see if Mama remembers you.
How could you forget Dr. Joe?
She has a whole criminal enterprise to
I'm the
run.
most memorable person on Earth.
Um,
Off
Well,
Earth.
we're not on
nobody,
Earth.
Yeah, and I said off Earth. No one remembers me, but
okay. Joe, is that you?
yes, you've seen my show, or
No, you helped me with that thing that one time.
oh yes.
You
I did.
remember the thing.
The thing when we did the and then yes. I remember.
And I never forgave you for it either.
Yeah, and I've never forgiven you for killing my father. No, okay. I didn't have a father. I decided today as I wrote my backstory. Yeah, of course I remember. Hi. How
I
you
hope
been?
I hope that everyone got away safely.
They did. It was perfect almost. It was
Even
perfect.
little Chaz?
Yeah. Have you not seen them?
No, I haven't heard from them since.
Oh, well, must be off, doing what they always are doing.
Yeah, you know little Chaz.
I know Lil Chaz. You know Lil Chaz. Everyone knows Lil Chaz.
Yeah, little Chaz.
So why you breaking into my space?
We're looking for you. I didn't think we were breaking in. I thought we were just walking through the front door.
Yeah, well, Big Tola said that she saw you. She saw you impersonating me.
Well, yeah, we were looking for you. Why were you breaking into the Deep Cultures Institute?
Why you looking like me?
Because I miss you.
Impersonation is
I
the greatest form of flattery.
Sometimes I just do that when I miss you, and we didn't want to risk being killed. I've worked with you. I know how dangerous you can be, so of course we're acting a little careful around your people.
Go ahead and roll bluff on that.
That was so much bullshit. I can't even believe that I said that.
Come on.
26.
Okay, that tracks.
Like
I
I said,
sometimes wear my red wig. I get it.
She looks a little
I know how
sheepish.
dangerous you can be. I've worked for you. I know it's shoot first, ask questions later. So we had to be safe. These are my new friends. They're good people.
like I said, we were trying to just get in, get out. Nobody needed to be hurt. She'll tell you that We sent most of them away, most of your people away, so they didn't get hurt.
Well, I heard a lot of people got hurt at the DCI.
They shot us first. It was self-defense.
They tried to blow us up. That was
Yes.
a thing.
All right, so it is Mama's turn.
She has a big plant target right in front of her.
Yup. All right, why don't you tell me why I shouldn't just sick Kato on you right now?
Because we could make some tea, have a chat instead.
Okay.
Because we could
Diplomacy
be useful to you.
So why don't you, Dr. Joe, why don't you roll a diplomacy check and come up with a good reason? And
Can I
Navu
support?
Navu and Thrani, go ahead and roll supporting roles.
Okay.
We could be useful to you. You could tell us what you were trying to do, and maybe we have the same ideas, the same wants, the same goals. Come on, Mama.
All right, so with the +2 from
That's low
Thrani-
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That modifier, though.
I know. I have +13 in that and bluff, so I'm great at lying and talking to people. And everything else, pretty bad at.
Yeah, I thought my +7 to diplomacy was good, but
I think it's because I took something with the envoy thing that gave me an
Cool.
extra,
billion points.
I think, skill synergy. Something. I did
Awesome.
something. Every time I level up, I forget immediately what I did. So I did something that got me there, and I don't know what it is.
Envoys
Just a
are
thing.
tricky like that, though. There's so many like different modifiers that you can add
Random
in.
stuff, yeah.
But yeah, Mama goes, "You want to help me?"
Well, that depends. What are you trying to do? You know how useful I can be. Come on. This smile, this face, this personality.
She holsters her gun, but has her hand still on it. At this moment, Ophelia, you are outside the complex. You heard a grenade go off. And you heard what sounded like an energy surge of some sort.
Is there any, like, I guess you'd say open sign, like, is this open for business, or is there any numbers that I could reach out to possibly, like, post it out on the door, you know, it's the meltdown, you know, blah, 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 and
No, but
hours of service?
this thing looks like it's super shady. Like there's just the name Meltdown on the top. And you do notice to the east, on that east-facing 10-foot wall, that there is a door and a card access swipe, but it looks like something kind of blew up there. Like there's char marks on the wall and on the floor and on the other wall. And the door is slightly ajar.
Then I will, seeing that, I will take my 40 feet of movement and get to about there.
All right. So you get in that area. Looks like it's a sort of like a mechanic shop area. There are spare parts everywhere. And you notice from there you can spot Thrani. Thrani, why don't you describe yourself?
Thrani is about 5'10", Patra, so cat person, wearing fairly nice armor, and currently is facing towards Mama and just sort of placatingly holding their hands out, very non-threatening looking, Yeah, I mean, super chilled. They have a red bandana on their head, almost like a pirate. And yeah, just what you'd expect, kind of tan-colored cat person.
I just want to make sure that you are aware, Kenny. I am not trying to be stealthy at all. I want whoever is here to know that I'm here, and either the intruders to feel like, oh my, there are more people here. So even though it's them, they can definitely feel that, oh, there's a new person here and they're big.
So what does Ophelia do to do this physically?
Well, I said that I moved the 40 feet and basically slammed through the door.
Okay.
And I mean, I'm guessing it's like a metal door, so it's slamming up against solid concrete's gonna make some sort of noise.
Yeah.
And then the awkward shuffling of having to shuffle through the 5 foot wide door.
Yeah. So I think that there's a loud slam as Ophelia makes their way through the door. I even imagine, since you're forcing yourself through, that some of the equipment that was on the nearest table kind of clatters to the ground. And
Ophelia reaches out for it like...
And you hear Mama say from where you're at, "Did you bring someone else?" And we will go to Kato, who clicks its jaw and slobbers a little bit and kind of sits down, looks up at you three and goes and whines a bit. And now is Thrani's turn.
So because Navu and Dr. Pepper are doing most of the talking, I'm going to reach out and just very slowly put my hand on Navu's shoulder, or I guess bicep, because they're very tall, and casually cast Charming Veneer as I talk about, my friend here is so wonderful. I'm certain that there's a reasonable explanation for everything. I don't know who's behind me. I don't even look. I'm like, I have no idea who's behind me. It's fine, though. We're just having a chat. Would you like some tea? I'm sure you have tea. Let's go make some tea. It's very calming, I hear.
I think I may have some space chamomile.
Doesn't that sound lovely?
And it's Navu's turn.
All right. So, Kate, we know that we know a little bit more than you would probably be comfortable with, but as Dr. Joe said, we want to work with you. As I said from the beginning, we know you're a part of this community. And, we don't want to disrupt that. We just want the information that was stolen from the DCI. And then we'll be out of your way.
Okay. I believe you, but who's that? Who's that other person?
I have no idea.
Okay. You all will be out of combat at this point unless something else drastically changes.
AKA somebody fucks up the diplomacy we've been working real hard at.
Right?
I mean, it just takes like one awkward gift. And so Mama looks out at the Dinomaw and is like, "Okay, Kato, you can stand down." And Kato like sits and kind of bows down a little bit, but then like jumps up as high as it can, given that it's still entangled. Ophelia, what is she going to do?
Man, I wish I could call out, but my telepathy only works for 30 feet, so. She's gonna start moving around, giving non-threatening gestures, just like, because it looks like you guys are being non-threatening, so as long as you're doing that, you know, she will too, but it's definitely like a, you know, meaningful stride as she moves across, trying to catch up to you guys.
You can move within communication range.
So just a little bit further forward?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Is everything okay?
You were just negotiating an exchange of information. Who are you?
I'm Ophelia. I was brought, I was called here by Nib.
Oh.
Are you the crew that she said that I was going to be meeting up with?
That would be us.
Yeah, probably.
Hi. This is Mama. And that's Kato. We just met. We're becoming friends. I think we're going to have some tea.
Hold on one second. When you introduce Mama, she steps out into the landing and looks at you, Ophelia, and says, "Didn't you broker that peace between the Formians and the Lashunta?
That was me.
Is this that much of a crisis scenario?"
Well, over in the other dome, there was apparently explosions and things like that, so...
Oh, Asana Town.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm new to the area. I apologize.
Well, welcome. This is Mama's house?
It's the meltdown. It's fine. You don't have to call it my house.
I apologize if it feels like I'm breaking in, but I heard an explosion and some energy discharge. I just wanted to make sure you were safe.
You were checking on me?
Aren't you lovely? Thank you. We're fine.
All right. So, Mama at this point seems a little bit more neutral, hospitable even. What are you all going to do?
I'm going to finish approaching if that's okay.
Yeah.
Did Nib bring you up to speed as to why we were seeking Mama out?
No. She said that you had originally gone to another facility, or at least that's where you were last seen, and the foreman there told me to come over in this direction.
Oh, yes. Big Tullet. Lovely Vesk.
Absolutely. Cannot wait to get together for dinner.
But yes, we were on the mission to... All of their data files have been stolen. And we know that Mama's people were sent, and we're, again, really just looking for that information so that we can return it to its rightful owners.
Well, and it would be nice to know why it was taken. That would be good.
I look over at Mama. Is this true?
Well, I mean, come on, huh? It was good scrap. Also, Julisan paid us to do the job. Place her transponder. Transfer the data. No idea what the data was, though. Old girl plays it close, yeah?
I see. An Afridi woman?
Yeah, she leads the Brass Dragons.
Could I make a culture roll to know who the Brass Dragons are, or am I too new to the area to...
No, you can definitely roll a culture, or you can ask.
Because Navu definitely pulled a face when the Brass Dragons were mentioned.
Brass Dragons? It looks like you're familiar.
They worked with the, Can you refresh my memory of the actual name of the space Nazis?
The Sunrise Collective.
That's it. I'm like, it was the something collective. They worked with the Sunrise Collective to hostily take over Asana Town.
Yeah, they're a gang. Well, I mean, here at least. Maybe 20 of them? They live in the old EOS Club. Fancy uniforms, good tech. Big beds, yeah? Bigger than Mama Thross and her little ones, and she refers over to Kato.
And they didn't mention why they wanted this information. They just sent you there.
Yeah. But if you, she kind of looks down at the ground. Pay me a little extra, They paid me a little extra not to know, yeah? They like their secrets. Maybe the DCI has some good ones too, huh?
I mean no disrespect in asking, but do you happen to have a copy of the data?
Ah, nah, that's a little bit beyond what we do here. She looks down at the scrap.
That's fair. I didn't mean to imply.
Oh, no worries at all.
So where is this club?
Oh,
EOS.
EOS? Oh, old gym out on the rim. A lot of folks died there a few years back. The shield went down. You need directions, yeah? You wanna... You visit, you prepare for big heat, huh?
Yeah, I think we can get that covered. We'll be fine. But thank you. Yeah. This will be good. No, this will not be good.
Kelrick, you said something and I did not hear it because you were talking very low and into your hand.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think whether I would have anything more to contribute at this point. It's fine. Everything's fine.
You're okay. Look at us de-escalating situations because for once in this AP, everything doesn't want to kill us.
I know. I do want to sit down and have some tea.
Time is rather of the essence. We can always come back.
Well, I'll be honest. I would like the trip to be a little longer so we can rest, because spell slots are also a thing.
Mama looks around and is like, well, I mean, you can always come up here to the bunkhouse. It's a little warm though. I'm trying to raise some babies.
Congrats.
Oh, thank you.
I wouldn't
How
want
many?
to intrude. No.
Oh, it's, a small brood. Yeah, every once in a while one of them, doesn't make it, but...
Oh.
Okay.
All of us just pockets in our hands, kicking the dirt like
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Oofa doofa.
Thanks.
Okay, meta talk then. How long of a rest do you need? Like, we can't stay here.
I wasn't thinking of
a
staying
long
here. I was just
rest.
thinking the trip would be long enough that we can get a rest. But that's fine. Yeah.
I mean, if you... What to you is pressing, is my question at this point.
Well, more important, how long has it been? I mean, it's the same day.
Yes.
Everything
It's
happened
been
in the
at
morning.
least 6 hours.
Yeah,
It
I
has
mean,
been about
we
6
have
hours.
taken a tram, got into a fight, stolen some stuff, had a motorcycle,
Please don't tell me you've been
entercycle.
I got
saying
to
that out
sleep.
loud the whole time.
Yeah,
No,
Dr. Pepper got a nap.
I got a nap because I wasn't physically here.
Right.
No, this is
we
us as players saying all this.
Went
This is not-
through cryogenerics and did all of that. Then we left there, traveled here, and have done this. I mean, I'm assuming that sounds like almost a full day. That sounds like a full day.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. This is kind of the evening.
Hard to tell being, in the corona of the sun.
Exactly.
Watch says.
Yeah. Local time.
You're in touch with Nib currently. Is that correct? Did we
I've
get
been
Ophelia's
reaching
name?
out to her, yeah. I'm sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Ophelia.
Oh, so, well, maybe we could arrange a small payment for Mama to not just reach out and let anyone know that we might be coming. I mean, it does seem fair. This has been such a polite interaction.
And honestly, the damage to the front door and the side door probably need to be covered.
Absolutely. Nib should totally be on that.
Listen, if you agree not to kill any more of my children, I heard you were very kind to the ones at the cryogenics. You can stay here if you want for the evening.
I look around like, I mean, honestly, this is probably about as nice as the GD Hoopty, so
Yeah.
it's just kind of on par for what we're used to.
Yeah.
Maybe a
If
little
it's
warmer.
not too much trouble, we don't want to impose ourselves, I'm sure.
No.
Honestly, it's been lonely these last couple of days. Lots going on. And, to be fair, I don't even really like the brass dragons that much, yeah?
You know what? This sounds like the perfect opportunity for us to sit, have some tea. We'll order some Enercycle Dash, get something to eat. It'll be lovely.
And with that, Mama invites you up to the bunkhouse, and this is a great time for us to take a quick break. So, go grab a beverage, refresh yourselves, and we will be back momentarily. Thanks, y'all.
Bye.
We will circle back to this next time.
Oh no.
Where we all die.
Well,
I hope not.
in fairness,
Or we murder them all.
Yeah.
Hope not that too.
no, that's what's going to
Yeah,
happen.
the goal isn't murder hobo. It's not the goal.
The goal isn't. However, these guards and mercenaries and soldiers are very heavy in their resolve. None of them have shed a tear of remorse for any of their actions thus far, and they're not talking.
Poor
Kenny's like,
Ophelia.
kill
I'm
them,
the Terminators.
Poor Ophelia. I'm a negotiator. What are you doing?
Go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, so is Shepherd. Shepherd Book.
God's less specific about kneecaps.
But the Lord, the Lord gets a little fuzzy on the kneecaps.
Love it.
So, thank you all so much for joining us today. This has been an awesome, great, and fun time. I appreciate y'all's patience while we were on a little long break, but that's fine. So to sign off, let us go in reverse order. Mackenzie, tell us where we can find you.
I'm on Twitter at Mackenzie Wilkes. You can find me there. All the shows I do one that we talked about on break, Dungeon Wise, which I do with my partner. If you're into not RPGs and like Desperate Housewives, I do a Desperate Housewives rewatch podcast called Desperate House Dykes that I think it's funny saying because Kelrick Space every week. When I say it makes me laugh. But yeah, you can find everything I'm up to at Mackenzie Wilkes.
Awesome. Thanks, Mackenzie. And Kelrick.
Hi, I'm Kelrick. You can find me on Twitter at Cormallon. That's CORMALLON. I also monitor the at EQ Points Twitter account. You can find me here every other Saturday. You can find me here every other Sunday on alternating weeks. That's not awkward to say at all. Narrating the Cuban Era game that we play, which is telling a story using the Numenera game system. It's a little crazy, and I love that my cast not once has done something I anticipated. So that's been beautiful. And otherwise, that's it, I think, for now. Oh, wait, no. Oh my gosh. Big news. I was on a Podcasting Beyond 101 panel for PAX that should be released soon for anyone who's going to the PAX Online event. It's very exciting. We just got it all uploaded today.
Nice. That's exciting. So yeah, thank you. And Vivian, thank you so much for joining us today.
It was a lot of fun.
You're in the
honestly,
middle of battle right now, so I mean, you kind of have to come back the next time we play.
I mean, yeah, but y'all have sold me.
Unless there's like, a gravitational whoosh and a pop and there's no more bear in the battle.
I hope that doesn't happen, but it shouldn't.
Okay.
Not our new bear friend.
Yeah. So tell us where we can find you.
Well, I'm Vivian, and you can find me at Haywire Wind God. As far as any shout-outs or anything that I do model painting, and you can find some of the pictures on my Twitter.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
Thank you again so much for joining today and being creative and flexible with how we roll with the rules. I know that people who strictly follow the rules may be a little annoyed at how we play, but I just like a fun time. And
I think entertaining for all is the best way to go as far as this.
Yeah.
But other things.
What other things?
Nope, you only get 1 damage point. Move on. Okay. And Steph.
Hi, I'm Steph. You can find me on Twitter at Steph_Bard. When I'm not here every other Sunday, you can catch me on my podcast, Film Fatales, which releases every other Wednesday. As of stream, we just dropped an episode where I get to talk to one of my oldest internet buddies, Allie, about Jurassic Park. It is 2 hours of hilarity, of just us nerding and nostalgia and, calling somebody khaki. It's a ride. You want to be there. Trust me.
That's awesome. It sounds like so much fun, and I cannot wait to listen to this episode.
Oh, and our previous episode was Kenny and I talking about Psycho for 2 hours.
That's quite good.
We could have gone on so much longer, and we actually did after we stopped recording.
Yes.
There are lots of opinions about this film.
and we may have somebody else from this show on in the future.
Ooh.
Yeah. Secret movie.
All right, and for myself, I am Kenny. You can find me on Twitter at Punderdrone. I'm here every other Saturday doing this amazing game with these wonderful groups of people. A group singular of people. A flock. Maybe it's a murder. It's a murder of people. When I'm not doing this, on Mondays, I am on the Wandering DMs channel where we are playing Castle Falkenstein, and I am reprising my role as an actor, Jasser Firit Ragosian, who is in hiding. They're going by Francois. Oh, no, wait. What is it? Amor Protego these days. Another actor. This person has a lot of identities. And every other Sunday, you can find me back on ExQueerience Points, playing on Kelrick's Numenera game for Numenera, where I play Hylian Jossa, a were-bunny. So yeah, come by, check us out. And for anything ExQueerience Points, you can find us at EQ Points on Twitter. Thank you again so much for joining and chatting and laughing along with us. Your support is truly, truly treasured. If you would, and you are going to find us on any of the podcasts, leave a like, a comment, a rating.
We would love a review.
Yes, a review would be lovely. That would help us out a great deal. So with that, we will catch you all next time. Bye.
And seriously, to everyone in chat, thank you. You made it so much fun to talk about music and the hates and Rancid, and it was lovely.
Next time.
Thank you for watching or listening to ExQueerience Points Starfinder. If you're looking for more TTRPG podcasts in your life, we recommend checking out all of the shows on the Be Gay Roll Dice Network. Every show there is fantastic, and who doesn't want more LGBTQIA content? If you like what we create, then you should listen to or watch our Cumanera cast, a story being told using the Numenera system by Monty Cook Games. This unlikely team is traveling the Ninth World and finding adventure. You can easily find it and all other recent episodes of our shows on our website, ExQueeriencePoints.com. We thank you so much for listening and supporting us, and don't forget to leave a review on iTunes or wherever you listen to your media. Bye!
The remnants of the fear and rage of the last war still stalk the world, waiting to tear humanity to shreds. Noble demons lurk at the world's margins, sure of their power and heedless of the lives they crush. Enormous automatic siege weapons lie sleeping under the placid fields of a melted world, ready to spring to life and programmed to kill.
But don't worry, we're here with you.
Welcome to Sword of Symphonies.
Join Cobb, Tissa, and Penelope as they navigate the dangerous world of Melta, discover the secrets of its past, and most importantly, look out for each other.
I'm Kat, your host, your king, and the game designer behind this actual playtest campaign, and I'm thrilled to meet you.
I'm Kathleen, producer, composer, and the one who puts the show together. Join us every week at peachgardengames.com to hear the fruits of
my game design
and my sound design. Sword of Symphonies.
Together, we can survive.